Hey guys, subscribe for daily content, and if you're shopping for gear, make sure you check out the description for the newest items at some of the very best online retailers. There's also links for some of the items that I personally recommend. Thanks! What's going on YouTube? Metal Complex here, and today I've got another short little unboxing video to share with you guys. I'm pretty sure I know who sent this. I just don't know what knife it is because this company, if it's the company I assume, there's actually multiple things that they're sending. So we're going to find out together. Thanks so much to my patrons for supporting me, and please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. Okay, let's open this up and see if I'm right about who sent it. I am. I'm correct. This is a Maxace knife, which means more than likely this knife is available. So I'll link it down in the description. You guys can check it out if you want to. It does help my channel when you use the links down there before you buy something, but that really is up to you. Oh, there's another little thing we got to cut here. Alrighty, there we go. What do we have? Do we have is it heavy? Not really. I mean, you know, it's a Maxace, so there's always a small part of me that at least, sorry, putting everything away, assumes, you know, it's going to be a little heavier than the average knife. What did you send? Oh, yes. Oh boy, it's the new Peregrine. Yes, yes, lovely. Look at that. So we have, it's always nice, they send a ton of hardware. Does it say on the card here? No, but here's all their information. It's the copper carbon fiber, and then we still have that beautiful, I believe this is Sanmai ZDP. Yeah. So I have the original Peregrine, still just incredible action running on washers. I have the original Peregrine, which is, you know, just carbon fiber. And I think people, I mean, obviously are going to have their preferences. But if you missed out on the Peregrine, this is your opportunity to pick it up. It is actually pretty well priced, you know, considering what it is. I mean, it's full titanium with these two inlays. Very Sebenza-like kind of profile. And, you know, in that same, the same stroke, incredibly classic knife profile as well. Drop point blade, just simple handle lines, but it works. And, you know, it's a little bit, I would say it's definitely more robust than a Sebenza. And, you know, larger, I think, than some people would prefer for a pocket knife, but it's still not, I'm so glad they added thumb studs to this because the front flipper is fine. It's just not an ideal front flipper. So the fact that the thumb stud, I said thumb studs, the fact that the thumb stud is there is just really nice. But it's just it's going to be a little bit larger than what some people prefer, but I think a lot of people will really, really enjoy this. I've reviewed it. I don't know if you guys have actually seen the review yet or not. It's really great. The fit and finish is excellent. You're not typically getting Sanmai ZDP at this price point. They're hitting it a little bit like, okay, so ZDP can get really hard. Rockstead makes it, you know, insano hard at like 68 or something. Initially, I was a little apprehensive to say, you know, hey, I'm on board with this because Maxace hits it a bit lower. I think they hit it from 64 to 66. And initially, I was like, oh, man. But ZDP is one of those steels that has a wide acceptable range. And as far as acceptable by who? The people who make it. The optimal range of the steel when it is being translated to a pocket knife is actually larger than, say, the range that M390 is supposed to hit. So people get a little upset when M390 dips below 60, but it's generally acceptable anywhere from 60 to 62, right? ZDP has a wider range and is fully functional, gaining the full benefit of the composition, more or less. Obviously, things change when you heat treat something. But from 64 to 68 or maybe even lower than that. So that's good to know. I think this is a good time to mention that conversation that Zach had with Laren Thomas about the most important elements when it comes to a blade. And I didn't realize exactly how important this was. I know a lot of you guys saw that video. It was really interesting. We talk about composition, hardness, heat treat, and geometry. So which is the most important? According to Larrin Thomas, far and away the most important element is geometry. That can play a much larger role. The change in geometry can play a vastly larger role in performance over just the hardness of the blade, or the heat treatment of the blade, or the composition itself, which is amazing. I honestly never knew that it played such a huge role. He went on to say that it's obviously very important to optimize all three, so it's not just that one thing. I know a lot of people will get that mixed up and say that super steels aren't important at all. It's really only edge geometry and literally nothing else is important. No, he did go on to say that it's obviously important to optimize all three because the combination of the three will truly result, you know, hypothetically in a superior blade. But we do have you know, a decent cutting geometry on this. It's not like super duper thin behind the edge, but it's reasonable. And then we have a decent heat treat according to MaxAce's range. And then of course ZDP 189, and this is clad. I don't know if it's VG10 on the jacket or what, but the ZDP 189 composition is obviously a very, very premium composition that is very capable of some high-performing cutting work. But anyways, I don't know why I'm using this as an opportunity to talk about it. That's a whole Knife Guy episode in and of itself. I found that super duper interesting. If you haven't seen that, you should definitely check it out. Pocket clip, back spacer, pretty simple. I do like the copper carbon fiber. I think as far as the carbon fiber combination stuff goes, there's a lot of really ugly stuff out there. I know all of you have seen a sort of Damascus style carbon fiber that has, you know, risen up in the last couple of years, and it's just like the worst thing you've ever seen. This is pretty good. The lighter colors here, you know, when they do brown carbon fiber, that's gross. That literally looks like sewage. This, the lighter colors of the copper, I honestly think look really good. This is just a really, really good looking knife all the way around. I wish that it didn't say Peregrine on there. I wish that they just wouldn't have done that, and I also wish they wouldn't have put MaxAce right in the middle of the blade. That's kind of, you know, like maybe just the logo, right? I don't know what I'm gonna do with this one. I mean, I own 2 of them now, so I probably will need to do a giveaway on one. There's no need to do a full additional review on this version because it is exactly the same outside of, you know, the change in the inlay material, the slight change in inlay material. So really this is a, hey, look at this, it exists and it looks really nice kind of video. That's going to be pretty much it today, guys. Thank you so much to MaxAce for sending this in for everybody to check out. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram. You guys like my new card? I do. Please make sure to follow me on Instagram at metal_complex. If you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If you'd like to check out my other content, I do of course have lots of videos of knives that are either expensive or inexpensive that I do or don't like, so check those out. And if you enjoy all my content, go ahead and click on that Metal Complex logo right there and subscribe because there's definitely more coming. Thanks again for watching, everybody, and have a great day.